Hello, the beautiful soul. Welcome back to another weekly angel oracle card forecast for the week of August the 8th to the 14th. Now, we definitely have a very big week ahead of us, and I'm so excited to bring this video to you today with some guidance for this coming week. Now, before I share with you the oracle card reading, I want to talk about a couple of key dates that I really think you need to know about so you can really make the most out of it. Because on Monday, we have August the 8th, we have Lionsgate. The Lionsgate portal has opened at the beginning of the month, but it really peaks on August the 8th, which also brings with it the 8-8 energy, the 8 energy, you know, all about manifesting and those type of things. And the key energies for this Lionsgate is really there's a portal opening for your ascension. So it's really helping you ascend even more if you so choose. And even if you don't choose so much, but it's still going to assist you in really elevating your life, elevating your consciousness and those type of things. So it's definitely going to assist you in your ascension. Now, and then on Thursday, the 11th, we also have the full moon, which brings with an inner excitement of your path ahead because things are falling in place for you. So there's really that inner excitement really being kickstarted within you. And I'm not going to talk about these two events in detail. I just want you to know about these. If you want to learn more about the Lionsgate and also maybe receive an activation and also learn about the full moon, I have two videos in the description below. One is the Lionsgate activation. We'll also share some key things that you need to know about the Lionsgate, and then also the full moon with the key things to know about that. But this week is truly going to be a power week. I guess you can say it's the power week of August because August in itself has already started out intense, right? When I had tuned into the energy of August, I could feel that it was very fiery. It was powerful. Unfortunately, what I didn't know was that it also brings up a lot of stuff. So you may have noticed that, and I mean, it makes sense with the Lionsgate. It's bringing up a lot of stuff because in order for us to really ascend, well, we kind of gotta let go of the things that are holding us back. They're kind of clogging us up in a way, and keeping us from really ascending. So this week is definitely going to be a power week, and I want to invite you to really make the most of it. I mean, I'm definitely going to share with you the card reading here in a moment, but also take some time Monday to really tune in and allow yourself to receive those light codes. Like I said, check out the video. It has a light code activation to really help you make the most out of the Lionsgate portal that is really now available to us. This beautiful activation that we're being given to ascend. And of course, then on or around the full moon as well, take some time to tune in, to release what needs to be released. So this is truly a power week of a lot of healing and releasing and up-leveling and upgrading and ascending. So don't be surprised if by the end of the week, you just want like, hey, I want a timeout and need some time to really relax and recharge and just let it all settle in, because there's definitely a lot of activation happening this week. But without further ado, let's move into the card reading. Here, I want to invite you to just take a deep breath and then just close your eyes. Allow yourself to open yourself up, connecting with me, connecting with each other, connecting with the universal oneness, with Source, with the all that is the one. Open yourself up to receiving the guidance through these cards and in any additional guidance that is to your highest and greatest good. You may call upon your soul, your higher self, your team of guides to assist you in this. But I now too am going to call forth the highest and best, most loving guides, our archangels, ascended masters, and beings of the light that can best support us now in this card reading. Please step forward and connect with us. Uplift us and open us up to receiving the clear guidance so we may understand clearly what these messages are meant, what they mean for us individually and as a collective. And I thank you guys for revealing to us what is most important to know for this coming week. Any challenges, any opportunities, the core energies that we need to be made aware of so we can really make the most out of it and stand in our power to the best of our ability. So I'm drawing 5 cards, which will be the core energies of the week, and also the opportunity card and the biggest challenge card. Okay, here you go. And here I just want to invite you to really open yourself up. And by the way, you can open up your eyes again now in case you still have them closed. And I want to invite you to open yourself up to receive any additional guidance. I'm going to share with you the insights that I'm receiving through these cards, but I also want to invite you to maybe open yourself up to seeing, what does this card mean for me with my life, my situation, and see what else you can maybe pick up from these cards. Okay, so let's start with the first card. The first card is move your body. So this is all about the beginning of the week. And here, the reason why you're meant to move your body is because with all that's happening this week, right? All the energies, there's a lot of stuck energy that needs to be removed or that needs to be released. So by you moving your body, you're also helping this ascension, because at the beginning of the week, you know, Monday, we have the Lion's Gate, and it may knock loose a lot of old stagnant energy. And if you don't release it, well, you're gonna kind of carry it with you, right? So here, when you move your body, it will help you release that stuckness, that stuck energy. It will help you release a lot of that heaviness that you may have been feeling, because as August started, we already moved into this Lion's Gate portal, because it's not just open on one day. It opens sooner than that. It's just it has a peak point on August the 8th. But right now, a lot has been maybe come to the surface. I know for many of my clients, and myself included, as soon as August started, a lot of old stuff was coming up. Stuff that I thought I had already dealt with. Even my clients, they experienced the same things. They thought they had dealt with those things, but then things keep coming up. Things that they thought they had dealt with. And you may experience that too, where things are coming up that you had thought you had worked on. And the good thing here about it is it's not meant to be rejected or resisted or pushed aside, but I always welcome when things come up, because that means that, hey, there's still something there that requires releasing, that requires letting go, healing, and maybe even acknowledgement. So I want to invite you, because a lot has been coming to the surface, whether you were consciously aware of it or not. But in order to release it, I want to invite you, and this is really the key energy here, is to move your body. Because when you move your body, and this can be gentle stretching, it can be just walking, it can be yoga, it can be anything. And here I want to invite you to put intention behind that. As you are moving, you are releasing. Letting go of all the tenseness, all the energies, all the stuck energies, to really move it. But here, I also feel that this also extends into your life as well, to explore, where do you feel that there's something stuck, whether it's certain situations or circumstances, maybe things that you want to actually move on, but it didn't really. Here too, bring some movement into those situations, because when you start being in motion, things start to move ahead. Even if you're just taking small steps. But movement is really a great way for you to just get the stuckness out. So really look into your life. Where do you really feel stuck? Where do you feel like you're not, moving forward? And then do something about to really move. You can even using movement to move the stuck energy within your mind, because as you're thinking about a certain situation, let's say there's a project you have been wanting to work on, but for some reason you haven't, you felt kind of stuck there too. What you can do is then really think about the situation, uncover what is causing you to feel stuck, and then use movement to move the energy. Whether it is you taking certain actions or you just doing physically movement to release it. Maybe go on a walk as you're thinking about this situation, and as you're walking, you're really intending to release any stuck energy. So with Monday, or the beginning of the week, is truly powerful a time to really move your body to release any stuckness, because even with this ascension that we're now in, with this Lion's Gate, well, all the old needs to be released. Now, like I said, I do have this activation that can also help you with this ascension, but then still do something to really move your own energy, because you know what's best for you. So here, tune in. What does this mean to you? What does that speak? What message are you getting here? What does it spark within you? And then take action on that. Then the middle of the week is, and this is beautiful because in the middle of the week, we're kind of like in between the Lionsgate portal and the full moon, right? So we're like right in the middle, and the card is manifesting miracles. I mean, how beautiful is this, right? Because as you're releasing a lot of the stuff during the Lionsgate, you're ascending, you're waking up, you're maybe then also shifting your whole perception around things. Maybe you're then letting go of a lot of that limitation, the energy that has really kept you kind of limited and kind of stuck. And then you're about to move into this full moon where there's also somewhat of a completion happening as well. And then, right in the middle, we're having this whole beautiful opportunity about manifesting miracles with Orion. And Orion is actually one of my guides. He has come to me quite early on, and he's been really a beautiful partner, so to speak, really assisting me on my journey. And here you may also then call up on Orion as well to help you in manifesting the life that you want, manifesting the things that you want. And here I want to invite you that you kind of consider, what is it that you actually want? Because oftentimes we have all these dreams and desires and the wishes and the things that we think we want, but there may not be the things that we truly want. Because maybe you're saying that, oh, I want to buy a beautiful mansion or a huge new house or a brand new high-end kind of car or things like that, those materialistic things. But then when you're actually looking at it and when you're actually tuning in to see, is this really what your soul wants, you may then realize that my soul actually doesn't want that. My soul actually wants more simplicity. And here the invitation is really get clear on, or allow yourself to get clear on, what does your soul truly want? What does your soul truly desires? And then align yourself to that. Really bring up that vision of you having that, you accomplishing that, you being that version of yourself that has that. And then really open yourself up, believing that it is possible, trusting that it is possible, but then also surrendering to it, to surrendering your desire to this higher power, because you, the way you are right now, you have no idea how you're going to make it happen, right? Because otherwise you would already have what you want. So here to really surrender it to this higher power within you, this higher power outside of you that can assist you in achieving the dreams that you have, achieving or manifesting the things that you desire. So oftentimes we resist the very things that we actually want, whether it's because we don't think we can have it, we don't deserve it, or anything like that. And here too, the message is uncover that. Uncover what is really blocking you from really having what you want. And oftentimes it also has something to do with that we actually want something that we truly don't really want. It's more like on a materialistic side. But here I get the sense to, the message here is also to then really tap into your inner source, to really open yourself up to experience the miracles, experiencing the things that will really bring you more joy. Because when it comes about manifesting your dream life, manifesting the things that you want, it's never about the thing. It's about what the thing will give you. And wouldn't it be beautiful to be able to live a life of joy, of happiness, of deep fulfillment, of love, of happiness? What all that is included in it doesn't necessarily matter, as long as you have those core feelings. And here the invitation is, get clear on what are those core feelings of what you truly want. What is the essence behind the things that you want? And then tap into that. Feel those feelings. Align yourself on a daily basis to those core feelings. If you want fulfillment, then allow yourself to really tap into the energy of fulfillment on a daily basis. And then of course, then open yourself up to receiving the insights, the guidance to help you move forward. But right now, the mid of the week, you truly have this beautiful opportunity to tap into your manifesting powers, to manifest the miracles in your life. Maybe you have been asking for a miracle. Maybe you have been asking for things to change, for things to elevate, for your life to move ahead. Now you have the opportunity, but it's not so much about the thing, but it's about the essence behind it. Tap into that. Like I said, if you want more joy, more happiness, more fulfillment, tap into that. Don't think about like, okay, how I'm going to create this? Do I need to do this and that? That doesn't matter. It's when you align yourself to the core energies, that's when you can start creating it, because you're aligning yourself to that frequency. And then you're starting to receive the insights, the guidance, doors open, you get ideas that will help you get there. But now mid of the week, you really have this beautiful opportunity, especially with these energies from the Lion's Gate still, and then the full moon coming up. It's truly a beautiful time to really tap into that. Here I want to invite you, maybe take some time to really tune in. Now I do believe that this coming week may require you to go in more often. And maybe you feel also the need to have a little bit more of a downtime, rather than going out there and just doing a whole lot of stuff. Maybe it's a time of more going within, kind of pulling back a little bit more to really open yourself up to all that is available to you for this coming week. Now, the card for the end of the week is Unconditional Love. Now, with everything that's happening this week, Lionsgate, full moon, all the activations, all the stuff kind of coming up, there may be a time when you feel uncomfortable, where you wish you would be a lot further already, where you wish you would be more inspired to do more work or anything like that. And maybe you even, like I said, you may even work through some old stuff that you thought you already worked through. So with all the stuff that's coming up, there may be a time where you're really feeling like you want to beat yourself up, or you're feeling uncomfortable and those type of things. And here the call is really for unconditional love. Love yourself unconditionally. Love your situations. Love your circumstances. Love your journey. Love where you're at right now, because you're right where you're meant to be. You're not meant to be further along or further back or anywhere else. You are right where you're meant to be. And even if you feel like your life is somewhat stagnant, just know that even though on the outer side your life may look or appear stagnant, there's a lot happening internally. It's preparing you to experience the outer change. So here the message is really tap into the unconditional love for yourself, for everyone in your life, because everyone is going through probably a roller coaster of emotions this week. Because a lot is happening on a collective level. So there may be people that are also then more angry, or lashing out, or they're just unhappy or anything like that. Because we all are going through this together. Just some people, they can handle it better, some they can't, and some they know what's going on, some don't. So just tap into the energy of unconditional love. Love yourself unconditionally. Accept yourself for who you are, where you are, what you've done, what you haven't done. Because anything where you feel like maybe, oh, I wish I would have done something differently. Well, just know that everything happened the way it happened for a reason. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason, to our highest and greatest good, and in divine timing. And if you're not where you want to be yet, that's because you're not ready to be there yet. But there is some stuff that needs to happen first for you to get there. All the things that happened up until this point happened for a reason. Even the very uncomfortable and painful situations, they happened for a reason. And here you also have the opportunity to send unconditional love to the situation, remove the emotional charge around, and allow yourself to see the message, the lesson, and the gift about it. And then send love to any challenge you experience right now. Send love to any people that piss you off, for example, or upset you, or anything like that. Any situation, person, circumstances, anything that brings you somewhat of a negative feeling, hurt feeling, I want to invite you, find it within you to send unconditional love to it. That also can help you dissolve the challenge, the negative feeling about it. And that will kind of also shift the situation around, or shift whatever the situation is. But here it's really all about unconditional love, because if you don't love yourself first, then you can't love anyone else. Then no one else can love you unconditionally either. So here And here this is with the Divine Mother, and the message is, thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love that I deserve. Because you deserve all the love that you desire, and even more. Okay? So these are the core energies for the week. You have move your body at the beginning of the week, manifesting miracles midweek, and unconditional love towards the end of the week. Now let's talk about the opportunity that's at hand here. The opportunity is here, the miracle of prayer. This is truly beautiful because when you tap into the energy of praying, and it doesn't necessarily be that you're on your knees and you're just praying, but just having that communication with your guides, asking for that help, asking for guidance, asking for support, asking for direction, thanking for the blessings of your life, thanking the guides, the universe, for always being there and supporting you and assisting you. And that you're never alone, even though maybe you think you're alone in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, in the energetic realm, you're never alone. You and me are connected. You and everyone else in your life, we're connected. We all are connected as one. So even though we're not together physically, but we're connected on an energetic level, on a soul-to-soul level. I truly believe that if you're guided to this channel, that we have a soul-to-soul connection. Maybe you even had a feeling, maybe you met someone before and you felt like you just know that person. You've never met that person, but you just know that person. These are also signs that show you that, you know what, you have these connections. Even though you don't know this person, like actually you've never met this person, but there's this soul-to-soul connection there. And or you feel really connected with a person that you just barely met, things like that. But just know that when you tap into the energy of prayers and maybe having your affirmations that you rephrase every single day and really tune in, that it creates miracles. Because it uplifts you, it shifts your vibration, especially if, especially with this week, there's a lot happening, there's a lot going on. And here the invitation is to really focus on those good prayers, those good things that you say, the good things that you keep repeating. Because when you keep repeating something, that's kind of like a prayer, right? Because you're putting so much power behind it because you keep repeating it over and over again. Let's say you're saying, oh, I feel so tired, I'm so exhausted, this energy is so crazy. That is a prayer, right? So here, just watch out. What do you put out into the universe? And instead of putting that stuff out, catch yourself and instead say, thank you for always, thank you guys for guiding me, for assisting me, for showing me the way. Thank you for all the many blessings I have in my life. I open myself up to receive even more so I can be even more excited, even more joyful, so I can bring more light into the world. Thank you for allowing me to be the next way shower, to assist humanity in the awakening process, or whatever it is, okay? So just tap into the energy of prayer. This is really a big opportunity this week, is using affirmations, positive affirmations, setting new intentions as well. That also is a form of prayer, because when you're setting those new intentions for what you want moving forward, you're energetically aligning yourself to those intentions. And if you keep repeating them, if you keep thinking about them, if you keep having them in your mind, that acts like a prayer. And maybe even saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that. Do your intentions in that form. I'm so happy and grateful now that. And then write whatever. And then really, as you're reading them out loud, or just, reading them quietly or saying them, you put power behind them. And that's the opportunity here, is the power of prayer. So this is really the biggest opportunity here. And you can even call up on Archangel Sandalphon. That's his card here. So he can help you with that as well. Then the potential challenge that we might have is the miracle of forgiveness, right? Forgiveness in itself may seem quite challenging. So this week, it's also an opportunity for you to really tap into that, because then you can grow from that. But that may be a little challenging, especially as we're talking about unconditional love, sending love to the situations, the people, and all of that. It may be hard for you. Maybe you're having still somewhat of a grudge against certain people, situations, or maybe you're feeling more of like a victim in your own life because things are happening. The economy is bad, maybe you lost your job and things like that. All these outside influences that caused you discomfort, caused you harm, so to speak. And it may be hard to really send love, unconditional love, to those people and situations. And this is really the challenge, is really to forgive. Because when you allow yourself to really tap into this whole, and knowing that everything happens for a reason, that even though anything bad that's been happening in your life right now, there is a reason behind it. Whether it is showing you that the way that you have been going isn't actually the right way anymore, that there's a better way for you, but you're still trying to hold on to that because, well, it's known, it's safe, right? And just looking into a different direction may be scary. And that's why the miracle of forgiveness, it is truly a miracle when you allow yourself to forgive. When you allow yourself to forgive any situation and even your own wrongdoing, your own involvement in a situation, because anything that happened in your life, you were part of that, right? It didn't just happen to you. There was also its cause and effect, right? And I know, and I'm not trying to upset you here or step on any toes, but when it comes to really taking that full responsibility over your own life, that is powerful. Because certain things that you did led to you being where you're at right now. But knowing that and then forgiving yourself at any part that you had in creating the life that you're living right now, that is powerful, because that can set you free. So here, it may bring up stuff. You may just say, oh, it wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that. It was, my job. They just fired me, or anything like that. You may try to put blame on outside sources. But here, when you can just forgive the situation, forgive the people, forgive how bad the economy is right now, forgive yourself for any part that you had in this, and really tap into the energy of forgiveness. Now, this may be challenging this week, so just be aware of that. And when you're noticing that you're holding a grudge, do your best to really tap into the energy of forgiveness. That will definitely set you free, and especially since a lot is being, coming to the surface with the Lion's Gate, the full moon, and all of those different things, and maybe you want to be further along that you are, and then that causes some discomfort or whatnot. Just tap into the energy of forgiveness. Even though it may be challenging this week, just tap into that and allow yourself to forgive. It's not so much that you're going to forget or set someone else free. Let's say someone did something wrong and something bad, and you're really hurt about that. It's not so much that you're forgiving them and saying it's okay that you did that. No, you're forgiving the situation. Simply means that you're setting yourself free. You're removing the negative charge around that. And here, I feel guided to also share with you the Hawaiian mantra, Ho'oponopono, which is a powerful prayer where you simply repeat 4 phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And what you do is you just put your attention onto whatever you want to heal and release. You tune into your heart, close your eyes, and either out loud or in your mind, you just keep repeating as you're putting attention onto whatever causes you harm. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And it's not so much, like I said, about forgiving the other person or forgiving whoever did and saying, okay, it's okay what you did that. No, this is simply, it removes the negative charge around it, basically cutting the cord between you and whatever that situation is, the person is, so you can let go of whatever that negative energy is in between. That's really what it's all about. When you forgive, doesn't mean that you're saying it's okay what you did. It just means that you are setting yourself free from the negative energy that this, whatever it is, still causes within you. But like I said, it may be challenging here. But it's beautiful that you have the opportunity is the miracle of prayer, and the challenge is the miracle of forgiveness. So together they go really good because you can use prayer to forgive. So these two go really nicely together. But here I want to invite you, maybe do some journaling now about what did these cards stir within you? What other insights can you get from that? Or what other insights are coming to the surface for you? I want to invite you to trust your intuition, because whatever was stirred within you was a specific message that is meant specifically for you. I mean, unfortunately, I can't do a more detailed reading like that because, I mean, I'm tapping into the collective energy. I'm receiving the guidance that is most important to know for all of us. But each of those individual cards may have an additional meaning for you. So allow yourself to maybe open yourself up to your own intuitive insights that may have been kickstarted through this video, through these cards, through this reading I just gave you. But here you go, you have this beautiful card reading for this coming week. Now, I do want to invite you to really take the time this coming week, because like I said, it's going to be a big week. It's going to be a huge, energetic week where you may feel like you're going through an emotional roller coaster with everything happening the Monday and then Thursday and just everything in between. So just be gentle with yourself. Take time to go within. If you're really feeling the call to be more alone, to take a step back from everything, listen to that. Listen to your inner call. The more you listen to your inner calling of what you feel guided to do, or feeling like you need to maybe take some time, maybe go outside more, whatever it is, honor that feeling, because that's how you can really make the most out of this energy, out of these 2 power days that we're having in this week. And then set some intentions, maybe do some journaling, maybe do some writing, let whatever wants to come up, let it come up. Be sure to check out also the full moon video and the Lionsgate video with the activation to really assist you with those days as well. That can definitely help you make the most out of it as well. But here you go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, maybe leave a comment below and let me know, did you get some insights with this card reading? Did something get stirred within you, or how do you feel about this? Anything you would like to share, I would greatly appreciate. Even if you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below. I would love to assist you with whatever questions that you have. But thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you're here, that I'm able to bring this card reading to you on a weekly basis now. I really hope you enjoy it. And be sure to check out these 2 videos about the full moon and the Lionsgate. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant, successful day. And I wish you a wonderful, powerful week ahead. Namaste.